I'm not going to make a decision. I think I'd like to play elsewhere next season. So I had a bit of a gaze of what we're going to do if he decides not to re-sign. Now there's every chance that he does, but if not, we're thinking of doing Hamry, future pick. Thunder is like near, I don't know, pick 27, so not that great. And clicking them in the trade finder. Okay, they're not. They're not giving us the same value before I jumped online. So, what they did originally give us was Nash and Spurs first pick. Now Spurs are actually tipped to go pick 1 in the draft just coming. For Hamry, Thunder pick, Grizzly pick. Now, this doesn't improve the Spurs, so because we're not trading with the Spurs, so the Spurs aren't going to go, oh, we've got Hamry, all of a sudden we're going to start playing better. So that's what I'm thinking of doing come trade deadline, and it makes sense contract-wise. If Hamry doesn't re-sign, we're getting someone who is relatively around the same ballpark figure with salary, but we potentially get the number 1 draft pick or a lottery, at least top 3 probably, but yeah, pick 1 most likely with that, and so it's not a bad deal, and we'll just see what happens, really. So we'll go into the Boston game, simcast it, simulate it to... Still, our team chemistry is 28, so we've jumped out to a bit of a lead there. Big lead. I'm going to skip this to 7 minutes. There we go. So we're up by, what's that? 12? Is it 12? Yeah, it's 12. And we'll jump in.
And it's Pena in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Puts up a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And we're able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Craig, in that game. But they did hit the big shots when they needed them. And oftentimes,
look, if we're up by over 16,
and it's
heading into the last,
you know what? Very close.
I'm just going to simply end and go to bed, guys.
Right,
yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points
get in
have
bed,
been
have a cuddle.
generated so far. A scoring
Jazz.
breakdown for Denver.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3 ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
Celtics trail by 15. Here's Conway. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Pena passes to Henry. Denver passing it around. There's the 3. The shot is off. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Atlanta.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they force.
And one thing the box score doesn't show us is how many points came as a direct result of those turnovers. But I think it was a huge factor.
Here's Trent. He's got 10.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
To the middle, here's Henry. And again, it's Denver.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Up by
Great
15.
ball movement.
Celtics trail by 15.
That fourth quarter sim might be exactly
There's
what
the pick.
happens.
Here's Dragic. Terrific design on the
For the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. The Nuggets, number 1.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Second free throw, no good. The Celtics have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Carson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. One thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season,
Don't know about
it
that
can
call.
continue to carry over.
I'm trying to get that back in. Yep.
Really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And Boston has possession, down by 12. Here's Holland. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Here's where Denver stands in the NBA statistics as we get started this season. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're number 2 in rejecting. This is a team that thrives on blocking shots and takes great pride in it.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive
Back to 10.
in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating
that's
great
easy.
defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them. Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Pass to Trent. It's blocked.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Pass to Horton. Four on the clock. Sweet move. Can't connect from short range.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up. He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Here's Horton. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. In the corner, Henry with it. And he dumps it down.
Bang.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Barnes, who's checked in for the Nuggets. To the inside. Cannot hit. And the Celtics going the other way now and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, a quick 2-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Well, looky here. We've got an inter-conference matchup. Always interesting to see how two teams match up that don't get a chance to see a whole lot of one another. The D was all over it. They just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
And the layup falls. 9 points in the game so far. Celtics trail by 12. There's the pick. Here's Carson. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Carson's got 13 points in the second half.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Holland. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Woodson. Knox.
Hi.
Ellis. Henry.
A minute 42 left to play in the third. Here's Trent. That's tipped.
Ooh, stolen.
To the paint. Ellis dishes to Barnes. To the inside.
That's
Knox.
him. Oh, how
Can't
did
get
he
it to
miss?
go.
How
And
did he
it's
fucking
Boston
miss
the other
that?
way.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
First one falls for. So he gets them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
The pass to Barnes. Down low. Here's Knox. And the
There you go. Nice and easy, that one.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Here's Carson. 18 points for him. Misses from short range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Thought he bricked
Out of
it.
bounds, Boston takes
Wow.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Ellis. Getting around 12 points a game.
His 3-point rating's
assists,
99.
and
I can't
2
believe he
rebounds.
airballed
And
that.
with
That's
his ability to put the
ridiculous.
ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
Defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed. That's why he's the team's leading scorer.
Celtics making a switch here. Finley's checked in. Here's Carson. Boston again missing.
And not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
There you go.
Ellis, that's good.
Looks better.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Celtics trail by 15. Here's Carson. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. And he makes both free throws. Passes it to Woodson. It's
No, he
holding by
missed it.
Trent.
Those are chances almost always
Guess I'm playing the
you
last
can rely
quarter.
on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough.
Oh, he banged a 3-quarter court shot.
Big time! Big time!
Incredible.
What a terrific...
Get stuffed.
The fourth.
Hey, Han. Have a look at this. This is to end the third.
Oh, get out.
We're just moments away now as we welcome you back.
Say that,
And here are the Nuggets now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They host the Spurs after this one. That game will conclude a 3-game
There you go.
homestand. On the court for the Celtics, We've got Carson, and it's Dragic in at the point.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down.
Oh, that's a big dunk.
He is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Ellis goes in, and he gets the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Here's Trent. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Goal for goal at the
Dragic has
moment.
got his 8th assist in the game.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when he gets it in that tight and that close, that's easy. Real easy. He always
Look, with
knows
what we
where his
gave up
teammate's
to
gonna
get
be,
Woodson,
and
like he's
Kevin,
not,
that will let him put
he's
the
not
ball
that much
where
better
he
than
wants
Norm
it,
Anthony.
right waiting for him. Well, they found the touch
And he's
here in the
not
second half from the field, and
dominating
everything else we talk about,
stat-wise
rebounding,
playing
defense, all
either.
that. This game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line. And they found a way to do it here in the second half.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Celtics trail by 11. Pass to Carson. To the middle. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And the Celtics making a change here. They get a hand on
Oh,
it.
poo.
Ellis against Dragic. Pass to Carson.
Denver foul call. Number 54. That's his 3rd personal foul.
Ellis on the double team. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the wing right side. 5 on the clock. Here's Carson. And again, it's Boston converting.
He's flipped
my
the script
God.
here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
That is absolutely ludicrous.
Over to the wing. Here's Barnes. And there's
Oh!
to finish it off.
Barnes just dunks over 3 players.
After that one.
We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Inside. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Carson. Carson's got 26. The pass to Knox. Power down.
Oh, and 1.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Knox is having some pretty big stack games. I wonder, like, obviously we're pretty early on the season, so the award race isn't going to be there, but I wonder what he's going to be
And it's Denver with the rebound.
midway through the season.
To Knox. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And so it looks like Denver will retain
So much so they're actually
possession here.
doubling him.
"11 feet away. It's hauled in by Glover.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it. You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And again, Denver no good.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
6 to shoot. It's Dragic with the drive. And that one's good. Glover.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen. Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the counter.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight. Wow, wow. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First free throw is good.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Dragic. He's got 8 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Pass to Knox. Dragic comes with the double team to the inside. They swipe it. Tipped away. And now the Nuggets fast break. And it's Ellis finishing it off.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
Offensive rebound. Lover. Goes up again.
Rebound. Bloody hell.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Out to the right wing. Here's Barnes. Got a hand on it. Conway. He's guarded by Ellis. Inside. Fader on the way. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. Pushing it up. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Ellis has got 12 points here in the second half.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Here's Carson. The three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets leading by 8. And here we go. Nuggets running again. And the dunk by Barnes.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
He feeds it to Ellis. And here's the break. High arcing shot. Dragic against the bucket.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch. This is where their depth becomes such an asset, Kevin. He's going for the remainder of the game, but fortunately, they're able to field a very capable replacement. He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Well, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
Here's Trent. Tries it from 19. And it's Denver with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, the effort and the aggression really favors them thus far. They've completely dominated the battle.
Fell asleep on that inbound then. That's why I got hit with 5 seconds.
Yeah, and they're cruising right now, looking to add to the lead.
No luck, and the Nuggets going the other way. Back to Ellis. From 17 feet out, here's Woodson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Celtics trail by 10. Here's Carson. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Carson's got 28.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Woodson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his 4th personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good. The Celtics making a switch here. Dragic has checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Celtics shooting straight 49% from the field. Here's Trent. He's guarded by Ellis. And Ellis with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
Celtics ball.
Here's Trent. And stolen by Barnes. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
They've already picked up a number of fouls here, and they're in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet, keeping their hands up, and defending without fouling.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for his guys during that last break. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
Thanks, Doris. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Now Dragic. Pass to Carson. Here's Tyner. Hands it from downtown.
Tyner. Denver calls time.
Denver calls timeout.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Carson. Dragic with a wide open look. And again, Boston with the triple.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Yeah, really bad timing, guys, to start coughing it up. He's got 3 turnovers here in the fourth.
And it goes without saying, but I need to say it anyway. In a game as close as this, every possession is important. You've got to make them count.
To the paint. It's tipped.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the board. They got
I
to
have
keep
no
it
idea
up.
what I did for the last
Trent
2
passes
minutes.
to
I
Carson.
fell asleep again. Give myself a
1:41 left
handicap.
in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. 18 feet out.
That's in.
Again,
No, it isn't.
Dragic missing. The Nuggets leading by 5. Barnes passes to Woodson. It's Ellis on the wing. On Rhodes.
Ooh, is that
And
shooting
lots of
3?
contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Just an amazing game for Ellis. 18 points, and what a tear he's been rejecting shot after shot.
Clark, he has owned the paint.
And so both free throws are good. It's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession.
Struggling.
They'll make things a
Struggling.
little
Okay,
easier
well,
on themselves if they can convert those.
Inside Dragic. That's good.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
He's lost his concentration in the second half. And
That's
we
it,
can see
begin.
that in the turnovers piling up. Before the break, he had just one. Now he's got a bunch.
Here's Carson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Might sit up.
So the first one
Fall
drops,
back
and
asleep.
that narrows the lead down to just 3. He hits both from the stripe.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Denver's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. To the left side wing. Knox the pass to Ellis. To the wing right side.
No, that was supposed to go to Hamry, not.
Here's Carson. Can't tie it up as that one. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game. Deal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Ahead.
There you go. Game over.
The breakaway jam.
Done.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Here's Tyner. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And taken away by Ellis. And an intentional foul right there. It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
Ellis.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Olsen. And a miss there on the triple. Woodson. Here's Hamry. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the rope, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Let's take a look now as we give our nod to our Jordan player of the game. With a strong double-double, points and rebounds, he was a force that was not going to be denied with his efforts both on offense and defense.
Just an
Another big
unreal
game by
performance.
Knox.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
So quickly have a ooh, Carson had a big game. 33-7 1-on-1. That's where it dropped off. Knox 26-13-2 with one block. We obviously had, I think, probably 3 turnovers each there when I fell asleep with Knox and Ellis Jr. Barnes had a pretty solid game across the board. Woodson had a double-double with 2 blocks. Hamry had 4 steals with 12 assists, pretty decent game. Horton had a 3-4-8-1 game. Yeah, so get into the menu, log off and go to sleep. Go to sleep. Ooh, what are we doing here? Ooh. Ooh. He is arcing up big time. I can't be bothered dealing with that. I'm going to bed.